All right. Well, it's officially the post Hunter Sanders era in Boulder, during which the Buffaloes win a combined 13 and 12, which obviously warrants our jersey retirement, don't you think? Anyway, so that's right. We're heading west to Boulder for the matchup between Georgia Tech and Colorado at 8 p.m. on ESPN on Friday night.
So we've heard a lot about Deion Sanders and his firm practice rules. They highlight a disciplined team culture. Personally, I like the culture that Deion's building there, minus the retiring of jersey numbers, among other things. But even then, I think that just shows that Deion really cared about players like Travis Hunter, who did win the Heisman for a team that just went 1-11 2 seasons ago. Spread Georgia Tech by 4.5 points, according to ESPN Bet. Let's first take a look at the Yellow Jackets. They also return a great quarterback and running back duo of the Hayneses. That is quarterback Haynes King, who threw for 2,114 yards, 14 touchdowns, and only 2 interceptions last year with a QBR of 78.6, 13th in the country, guys. Then running back Jamal Haynes, who ran for 944 yards and 9 touchdowns. And as a Georgia fan, I can tell you that Haynes King's legs are absolutely explosive and very much so a threat. And if Colorado is not careful, he will expose them.
On the other side, this is probably one of the most exciting portal pickups that I was able to see or was able to follow this offseason, and that is that the Buffaloes went out and picked up seasoned fifth-year senior Caden Salter from Liberty. I have some friends who are recent Liberty alumni, so it's really cool for me. In his 4 years at Liberty, Caden threw for 5,887 yards, 56 touchdowns, rushed for 2,013 yards, and added 21 rushing touchdowns. So in total, he accumulated almost 8,000 yards worth of offense and 77 touchdowns. He won the starting job over freshman phenom Julian Lewis, with head coach Deion Sanders favoring Salter, quote, because of his experience. The safety group, weakened by departures like Shiloh Sanders and Cam Silman Craig, now features South Florida transfer Taufik Biard and returning Carter Stoutmeyer, adding range and ball hawking potential. Depth, however, remains a concern. Georgia Tech, on the other hand, boasts stability up front and depth overall. Colorado's offensive line injuries could tip control towards Tech, but Colorado does have the newly re-energized home field advantage because of Folsom Field.
So, what's the thought process here?
Man, I gotta say, Caden Salter is a good QB. I think Dion has the chance to finally start off on a positive note, even without his playmakers in Shiloh and Shadur and Travis. But I'm going to go with the boys from the ACC. Give me the Yellow Jackets with a stinger on Friday night in Boulder over the Colorado Buffaloes.
And I'm going to make this really easy. Isaac, I am right there with you. Yes, sir. Give me the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. And of course, as a Georgia fan, I hate picking that. However, yes, Haynes King, he's definitely a threat. They've picked up some guys this offseason. They've done a lot of work. They don't want to be a team that goes 6-7. I definitely think that they're going to be explosive this year, and I think that they're going to be ready. If they can take Georgia to the wire in an atmosphere like Sanford Stadium, then I definitely think they can go on the road to Folsom Field and pick up a win here.
I will also bring up that, Georgia Tech, yes, losing Eric Singleton, but also bringing on Eric Rivers, which I've spoken about before. Really love the player, and he's going to be a great addition to Georgia Tech. It's just even more speed on that offense. I feel like, other than the bowl game loss against Vanderbilt, Georgia Tech ended the season on a positive note, and I think if they build off that, it's a no-brainer. So I am gonna pick Georgia Tech here. Hopefully, they prove us right. I can see Colorado's offense, overpowering, but I think Georgia Tech has enough defense, at least more defense than Colorado, in order to win this game.